Okay, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name's Ryan Jackson. I'm a third year international social policy student at London South Bank University.
Great. Why did you decide to look for a placement, Ryan?
I just felt that the work placement would link me more into the practical world of work. I mean, the theoretical side of university is very important. However, my primary objective for coming back to university was to gain employment and to kind of further my career. So I felt that going to using a work placement as a kind of stepping stone, back into the workforce would be helpful for my future employment.
Great. And was it hard to get a job?
It actually was at first. Because it was the charity sector we were looking at, there was quite a lot of a difficulty in getting people to have the time and the effort to kind of get them to put in. However, one of my lecturers, he was actually affiliated with one of the organisations that I got the work placement in, and he linked us into this particular organisation. So once that had happened, it was quite an easy thing to do.
Great. What company did you work for, and what was your role?
I worked for Kyros in Soho, which was an LGBT organisation in central London. And my role there was primarily a research assistant. So that not only bode well for the practical side of my work, but also the theoretical side, because I'm linking it into my dissertation as well. So that's I've kind of killed two birds with one stone there as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
What support did you receive from lsbu before and during your placement?
As I said, my lecturer actually helped organise the work placement, and then throughout, whenever I had any difficulties or issues or anything, I could easily contact my lecturer, and he would provide me with information or help regarding the placement itself. So throughout, I've felt that it's been fairly well supported.
So what were the positive aspects of your placement?
It was going into an organisation, particularly this organisation. The people were very intelligent, and they were very committed to what they were doing, and it gave me a really good insight into how an organisation really should work, and the positive aspects of an organisation growing and developing.
Were there parts of the placement that you didn't find that great?
At times, I mean, the organisation was quite small that we worked for, and it wasn't that I didn't find it great, but I felt sometimes a little bit uncomfortable that I was taking time away from their tasks and the jobs that they had to do. However, they didn't make me feel like that at all. It was just a personal feeling that I had. But once I'd been there for a few weeks, I'd overcome any issues like that. So.
How do you think you've developed as a result of doing the placement?
I've definitely got a better insight into how the voluntary sector works, and I've learned a lot about organisational development and funding streams into the voluntary sector, which has been fantastic for other theoretical pieces of work that I'm doing at the moment. And in general, it's just given me a bit more confidence, and the people that we were working with are very praising us quite a lot. So it was it was a very, very good experience. Yeah. So
would you recommend placement work to other students?
I would. However, I would like to sort of add to that it is quite a demanding unit, and I think to a particular student is needed to do the work placement, and that's a student who's committed, who's self-motivated, and who is able to go out and to sort of interact with people quite comfortably, new people, new surroundings, because they are representing not only the university but also themselves. So I would definitely suggest developing the unit further, but just ensuring that the people who actually take part are the right kinds of people for the work placement. But all around it was fantastic. Yeah.